Are we back once again? The T-Scalper new indicator from Future Tech. Definitely check this one out as it is a really nice futures scalping tool that they've put out, and I think folks will really make use of this one compared to the other ones, which are really, really good as well. But the setups when you're scalping, I think, are a little bit easier for folks just because you're not in the trade as long. And as far as a day trader, are you really looking to make the huge swing trade during the day, or are you just trying to gather, like say on ES, you're just trying to gather like 10 or 15 points a day? My personal goal is about 40 points a day. I'm done there. If I get 40, I'm done. If I hit 20, then I'm pretty happy. So using a scalper is really nice for that because especially some like a day like Friday where you had a very clear bullish bias given the short squeeze that was occurring. And so being able to just look at the chart and just know, hey, everything's lined up for a trade. And I'm going to show you kind of a good trade setup that you could take. Just using that as an example, obviously it's in a vacuum there. It's in isolation. You need a lot bigger sample size. With it, you're going to have to develop your own systems with it as well, your own trading style. But how I would see it and how I think the guys at Future Tech are essentially setting this up to trade is using the ribbon as sort of a bullish, like a first type of confirmation here. Obviously, you're going to have the green bars as well. So, I would say set it up on the Heikin-Ashi. That way you get, a good, nice trend because the Heikin-Ashi is already kind of a moving average in and of itself, a super fast moving average. So you've got that already built in. And then you've got the ribbon, and then you've got this cloud here. If you ever traded like Ishimoku, it's not going to be that type of cloud, but it's going to be a similar concept where it's sort of your dynamic bias. Hey, we're bullish above the cloud, and we're bearish below it, and we're not taking trades in between. So this is a perfect example of that situation. So obviously here you're not trading because you're below the cloud. Obviously you miss quite a few points there, but on the pullback you're not getting in on this chop because the bars are white and you've got red bars, but you got a green band. So hey, keep on alert, obviously, for some more upside. And then you finally get that upside. You got a resistance break here, and then you've got kind of the push through, the thrust through there, a little bit of a pullback. So wherever you end up getting in here, obviously this is a buy signal. You've got the go here, you've got the go signal here, you got a little bit of a pullback here, but then obviously there's your points, there's your trade for the day. You don't even need to touch the rest of the day, as in you get 83 to say 37 something. Say you just take it to the resistance, 37.17. There's your points for the day. If you want to sit around and wait for another trade, here's the chop that you're avoiding, which is really nice. That's huge for me. Avoiding chop is the key when it comes to futures trading, because the trades come that are easy. Can you sit there and wait for the next good trade while the market's chopping around and consolidating? Because if you're trying to trade in here, obviously you got to be on your toes to be able to trade this kind of thing. If you're reading order flow or trading the DOM, a little bit different. But if you're just trading from a 1 minute chart, you really want to wait for your indicators to line up. So obviously you got no trade here. We're inside the cloud. We obviously got some bearish moving averages here, really indecisive. And then they finally make their move again and start busting it up again. So here you go. You got the pullback right into the band. You're above the cloud. Your first green candle there is probably a go signal for you. And you can essentially just ride it, the trailing stop. And so there's your second trade for the day. So there's your 40 points if you're into that kind of thing. If you're done here, then you're off for the day, right? Because you don't need many more points than 10 or 20 points in ES or MES, depending on how many contracts you're trading. So if you're just trading low, small micros like I am, I'm sticking around and I'm trading because I'm for one, I love doing it, but two, I like to get my 40 points if I can. So again, there's trades all day. So these are the easy trades we're waiting for. Now here's live. What are we waiting for here? I mean, there's no trade here, right? Because we're inside the cloud. You can obviously see the cloud is kind of drifting sideways. It's kind of shrinking. You can see it kind of getting tight here, sort of like a moving average would kind of get tight. We're going to wait for that to decide what it wants to do. If it's going to break lower, wait for maybe a little pullback and see if we can get short, or if it's going to try and break up again. Obviously, we had a squeeze at the open. And then it's just been kind of distribution since there. But anyways, to get this, make sure to check the link out in the description. It will take you to a PayPal link. Don't worry, it's legit, and it's just for your free trial, 7 days. And then if you don't get your follow-up emails and stuff like that from Future Tech to get you signed up and get you added with the indicators, make sure to let me know. You can DM me in the Discord. That'll be in the description, or you can DM me on Twitter, and we'll make sure to get you set up with the free trial. That way you can start making some money the easy way. All right. See you next time. Peace.